Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're well. Morning, Joe. How are you? Ah, here we are. There's my ugly mug. How's everyone? Oh, yeah, can't get rid of that. Yeah. Right, today, going to try and finish this little factory decoration that we've been doing. Not too sure what we're going to do with the roof. I've been trying to remember how, even when I was in work, I was thinking about it. There was a way I saw to embed the lights in the roof, but I can't remember how the heck I saw someone do it. I'm sure it was a fluxo. Still awake for now. You've been having some bad time trying to get to sleep. What time is it for you? I can't remember the time difference. It's 1:30 PM here. Eating will get in the way, won't it? Just trying to think where to put some. We need some stairs, don't we? Don't think this music's very relaxing, do you? What have I got? That'll do. See how this one goes. Nice. Walk by your catwalk. That has stairs. Mm-hmm. And there should be a half block, shouldn't there? Foundations. Oh, yep. There's. Materials. I know it's industrial, like, but is this too much concrete? Try and break it up with something, maybe? You can tell I'm no architect, can't you? Get out the way, screen. Yeah. Going on 8:30 AM and I've not been asleep yet. Wow, but I sleep whenever I feel sleepy. Fair enough, fair enough. Got my superpositional oscillators, and while I was at the swamp, figured it might be, well, stick some geothermal generators down and get all the free power again. Yeah, I have been thinking of doing some sort of like geothermal alongside the that refined power mod, because I get the water generators with that. Because my plan is in the long term to do the nuclear that comes with the game, as well as the nuclear that comes with the refined power mod. But I'm trying to debate where to do it. Do I do nuclear in the swamp and do aluminium somewhere else? In the swamp is dark and gloomy. That does sort of lend itself to being some sort of irradiated place where we can do nuclear, doesn't it? Maybe see if we can do aluminium somewhere completely different. Up on a cliff somewhere, maybe? Don't know. Yeah, the thinking about doing something is like farting in a windstorm. Yeah, if you fart in a windstorm, nobody hears you. Just like the best place to do it in a shop is down the baby aisle, because then everyone thinks it's just a baby's nappy and not you. Not that I'd ever do that. Does this give you any barriers or anything? No. That's just a metal wall. Oh, we have wire fences. Quite a tall wire fence, that, isn't it? Is that a reasonable height that you couldn't fall over? Yep. Yes, you got to hope it's a silent one. Not many babies who yeah. See if we can get away with that, can't we? That. Then again, there are some babies that can do corkers. I always think the best one is when you see a kid that just startles themselves with the sound of their own fart. Alright. We're going to need that one, isn't it? And you can see it in their faces. Two babies haven't mastered the innocent look. Yes. To be honest with you, some adults haven't either. Or some adults just don't give a damn. Don't know if I'm using too much concrete like in this. Don't think there's such a thing as too much concrete. Fair enough. Well, that's not going to work because that's the outside one, so I can't do anything about that. What's glitching there? This concrete is lighter in colour than the other concrete you've got open to us? I used the shiny stuff inside the factory floors for the lighting effects. Is that the coated one? I might try swapping to that then once I get some lights up just to see the difference. Ah, nuts. It is a shame you can't control Z to undo a little bit. Right, so those options, or there's this option. Now, you were meant to be able to just mount these to the ceiling now. I thought the update would let you just mount these to the ceiling. Two vehicles are deadlocked again. This always seems to happen, you know, when we start up the game. But then after that, it doesn't happen anymore. like, but hey ho, we'll give it a go. This is organization. Too big. I'm trying something different. I'm doing nuclear reactors in the grasslands. Ooh. Over the crater by the uranium cave, so I can build floors down into the abyss for the assembly of the supplies for the fuel rods. I didn't actually know there was a uranium cave in the grasslands. The only one I know of is I think there's something in the Red Forest and the swamp one. But let's try. That too much? Right like that. Try that. This is going to help me line them up. you can go. You. Ah, I've done that wrong. You're in, you're out. Oh, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. That's okay. Well, I've got 12 hard drives that I can't get alt recipes for, so I guess I don't know. Yeah, I've noticed that. There's quite a few more than... What have I done here? Ah. Copy you, paste you in there. Copy you, paste you there. I'm only wondering if there's going to be more recipes, you know, when 1.0 comes out. Yeah, I'm either moving too fast for the science or just me being dum-dum in some things. I think I've got Lumen on. Global illumination, yeah. Got it on high. Pity you can't zoop. That one? Yeah, that one. One and that one. Yep. The only problem with signs is you can't set them to go off of a day and come on overnight. You know, like you can with the normal lights and things. The signs don't use power, so you don't have to turn them. Yeah. One thing I do wish would happen in this game is like you do in Factorio, is have the vehicles and the trains run at a different speed compared to depending on what your fuel you put in them. And have it so that you have to be careful of the train. So not just creatures, but your own train can get you. I actually think that doesn't look too bad. I wasn't too sure, but I think that looks okay. See if I can come up with a way of doing a little bit of uplighting somewhere, just to add a little bit of atmosphere. ding, ding. Hello, Christina, over on Twitch there. Straight into a lurk. Are you busy, busy, busy? Ah, this one stopped because of this. That's okay. There. Don't know how they did it, but someone managed to sort of make these look as if they were embedded in the ceiling. And the light was just shining through. I'm not sure how they did it because the light doesn't normally come through the foundation. Be the last one over here. Yeah, I think that one lines up. Okay. Sorry, playing Minecraft. No worries at all. That one goes there. You delete this. Nice. Now I wonder what that would look like with the coated concrete. Let's play around with it here. That one. What do we like better, this or this? Yeah, you did. No, they blocked too much of it. One maybe. Well, this done. It's actually nicer doing this after fairly hectic starting work than trying to do the mathematical stuff of a new factory. The only thing I've got to figure out for our next Satisfactory stream is, are we going to do steel or iron. Ba-ba-bum. Right, let's cover the whole of this factory and that. Right, slight problem. Just thought of something. It's going to affect the ceiling down here, isn't it? Ha 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 ha! I might have to start doing instead of 2-meter foundations, doing like a pancake mix of 1-meter foundations. He's getting fed yet? Why are you not feeding down? Why is the overflow not coming down here? He mustn't have snapped the belt properly. Can't afford. What am I missing? Plastic. Don't think I can make plastic. Nope. But we need to go and get plastic. And there's only one place we can get that from. You two deadlocked again. Hopefully my driver's better than last time. Seeing as though Silver Architect clipped my driving last time and put it on the web for all to see. Well, hopefully those traffic lights I've just put in will stop them too. Arguing over who goes first. Oh, we need to clear this out. Seeing as though it's Christmas, let's go snowballs. That one, isn't it? Any other ones around here that we need to do? This one? Let's get sluggy while we're under here. No! Beanie wants some stuff. We'll make a load of snowballs and then... Whoa. We'll make a load of snowballs and then stick them in a container. Do you think they'll still be here when they turn off the Fixmas event? Excuse me, sorry. Do. I've put relaxing music on for people, but this is too relaxing and boring. Let me know and I'll try and up it a little bit. But 3 days of being up at 3 o'clock in the morning and in work for 5 AM have knocked me a bit, so I'm just having a chill stream today. Another one. I'm finding these all over the place. Who's been leaving all them lying around? that enough? We have the room. This is going to be a hell of a place to decorate, isn't it? Doobie-doo. Doobie-doo. Doobie-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. That tower doesn't half stand out on top of the factory there, doesn't it? You know what they're missing on the on this truck? Brake lights working. The brake lights don't work on our little truck here. Right, what are we thinking? Is there a way of seeing what your FPS is? Because those lights are twinkling. Like... What's my graphics card doing? %, RAM usage, and 59 degrees centigrade on my graphics card. I might just do a low one here, like match that one, do that one. Get all this done. dun. Dee dee. Dee 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 dee. Now, what should we do about lighting in here? How's this overnight? And that lights it up enough, doesn't it? This is dark now. What? Second. Maybe like that. I don't know. Have a look and see what this looks like. There we go, see what that looks like. I reckon it looks gloomy. I don't know. I'm not too sure what to do down here. What can we do with the outside here? Presents littering the roof. Come on. Do, do, do. Hey, what have we got? What have we got?
Summer in the hills, those hazy days I do remember. We were running still, had the whole world at our feet, watching seasons change. Our roads were lined with adventure, mountains in the way couldn't keep us from the sea. Here we stand open arms. This is home where we are, ever strong in the world that we made. I still hear you in the breeze, see your shadow
to get them lined up. Didn't realize how big this building was until you start doing the decorating. Hello, Blood Gods. How are you? This game is Satisfactory. You're on a planet. You have to find resources, build factories to produce goods that then you mix together to make other goods, and you have to send them off to the corporation that put you on this planet. They haven't got the overall story version complete yet, but basically you're using the resources to build factories to send goods off into space to a corporation called Fixit. But the world is quite big with a lot of different biomes in it. So you got grasslands there, you've got rocky deserts here, you got the red forest in the middle, you got a proper desert over there, you got a swamp over there. The roads here are what these roads here and everything that you see is what we've built. So everything that doesn't look natural is what we've built. It can be multiplayer, yes. When you start the game, it asks you which one of 4 locations you want to start on. But it doesn't matter which one you choose because you are playing on the same map. It just starts you in a different biome. What do you mean building off the map? I'm building over this water here because it's a nice open space to use. That's the only reason I'm building here. So, for example, I've built this factory here because we're using some oil that we found out here. I've built that there because it's going to be quite a big building because that's where we're going to have our central storage. But I've also built a little road over the water to use some trucks to take the completed packaged fuel and ammunition out of here and put it into some storage for us to use. But there will be plenty of cases where we build over land, so we'll be building a iron factory over the land there. Do you want me to take you on a tour of what we've done? Whilst you're thinking about that, let me just quickly do something over here. But I can take you a tour of what we've built if you wish. Yeah, no worries. When we started, it's available on Steam and Epic Games. But when we started, we chose the grasslands as our starting location, so it brought us down in here. But what we did was we ran across to here because I knew there was this flat area. We tapped into a couple of iron and copper nodes here. Some limestone there, and we used those to work our way through a tech tree. Because what you have is different stages in here. You start off at these tiers, but you have different stages in here where you have to work your way up. So, for example, I could unlock this now. In fact, yeah, let's unlock this because we've got those resources. I unlock this now. I select it. I put in the resources it needs. Because we have them available. Oh, my daughter's piling up chocolate here because I haven't done my advent calendar for the last few days. Send this off.
Milestone reached. Fixit pioneers can now burn all liquid carbon-based fuel to create heat with a solution heater. It's a great solution to your increased power needs.
Bye-bye. That's going. So that's just unlocked that for us. But you also have a map which has a tech tree in it as well for unlocking different resources. You can unlock power pills Mark III, which give you better connections, power switches, vitamin inhalers, so if you get injured you can help repair yourself. Parachute, so if you fall from a great height. All the presents you see coming down are to do with the Christmas thing that they do every year called Fixmas. This is what you call your hub. It's one of the first things you will build, because it gives you a little bit of storage and it gives you a crafting bench where you can craft the resources you need. You've got a workshop here where you can make yourself some resources in here as well, but you can also give yourselves things like a factory cart to get around. You can make your inhalers to help keep yourself healthy. That's that coming back. But to open up the different tiers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in there to be able to use them, you have to build this building. Now, I am going to turn off the music because I just love the sound of this. Flying, no, I turn flying on when I'm building the factories because it's easier for me personally to build by looking downwards. But normally, no, I will turn off flying when I take you on the tour just so you get a feel of the world from a proper perspective. But flying, as I say, is something you can turn on and off just using commands. But as I said, I find it easier to build the factories looking down on them, and I'll show you why in a moment when I show you a couple of our factories that I haven't enclosed in walls yet. But this building is one of the best buildings in the game. Oh, we've gone into an autosave. Just give it a second. Here we go. That is one of the best buildings in the game. The space elevator. This is what you use to work your way through those tiers. So to open up the next tiers for you to be able to do things, you have to create items, send them into the space elevator, load, seal it off, send it off to your fix-it overlords. And these are some of the high-end things you have to make in the game. I am nowhere near ready to make that. Okay, yes, near enough, yes. Let me turn flying off. It is. It's one of the best ones in the game. It's an absolutely fantastic thing. It's an absolutely huge building as well. Right, let's take you on a little tour. What should we use? Cyber wagon is absolutely terrible for getting around on. Throw you in there. I've left the fuel in the factory over there. The jumps and things, the feet that allow you to do that, the boots that allow you to do that are something you can research and then equip yourself with. You can research them in the MAM and then make them and use in the workshop and equip yourself with those. Because if I hop out of here, so they're the Blade Runners I've got going there. That's a rifle I've got for my defense, nobelisks for blowing things up. These barrel nuts I've got in my hand so I can eat them and get some of my health back. The cup is just basically something that you guess. It doesn't really give you anything apart from the ability to pretend you're having a cup of coffee. The candy cane basher is something that's part of the Fixmas event. You have a chainsaw you can put in your hands for cutting some trees down and things. There's a parachute there I can use if I want to. There's a hover pack if I want to fly properly using the hover pack like you can normally do in the game and things. Yes, when you first start you would be slower when you run. This is a road we've built for getting around with rail lines above it. Most of the time when you're building, unless you deliberately want to stay in one location, you will end up building yourself some sort of, at least some sort of rail. Most people build a rail. I've put a road on it as well because in this playthrough I want to try and use vehicles a little bit more. Train station there, we've got picking up some resources to go into our factory over here. That's picking up some limestone. There's a train going over there. Now what we've got here is our wet concrete factory. As you go through the game, you will find I'll try and show you one. You'll find some crash sites. Now, if you've got some of the resources available to you, you can open up those containers and there will be a hard drive inside it. That hard drive you then put in the MAM, which I showed you back at our starter base, and it'll research some alternative recipes for you. Those alternative recipes you can use with your like your constructors, your refineries, things like that, to make some resources at a better rate. So what we've got here, I haven't put stairs in this factory yet. What we've got here is limestone coming in via train and 2 trucks. They come in here. They then get fed up to the floor above with some water coming in from these. But you also have fluid mechanics in the game. So these have a head lift of only so high. So what you have to do, because we're going all the way up here, we've had to put pumps on to pump it higher. In here we have like a routing belting floor. It makes it a little bit easier for your factories. So that limestone and that water comes up here and gets mixed in these refineries to make ourselves some concrete. But to keep this factory running, what you can do is, we've got all the belts coming out here. Now we have what you call a smart splitter on this. So that says all the main stuff goes out the center output. But if that center output is blocked, overflow will come out the right hand side. So that's coming out here. Going into these machines here, which chomp up whatever you put into them and give you coupons. Now those coupons can be used in another building to basically You can use it to buy decorations and other things like that for you, for yourself to use. Well, including the roadway and everything else at the moment. Try to do a save now. Well, the last auto save, we've been playing 120 hours, 48 minutes and 54 seconds. And that last auto save was, it's 3:24 PM there. It's now 3:33 PM, so only about 9 minutes ago. Hello, Sheldon. How are you? Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm not too bad. Thanks very much for asking. How are you? Just talking to Bullet Gods. Got a few. Bullet God got a few questions about the game. Very intrigued by it. So we're having a little tour of our world at the moment. Ah, yep. Driving is getting me down again. Now, down this way, this is a perfect example of a factory feeding a factory. We have a factory down here that is taking coal and sulfur and turning that coal and sulfur into compacted coal and black powder. The factory you would have seen me decorating when you came into the stream is taking the black powder and the compacted coal from here, mixing it with some steel we're making on site and a few other things we're making on site, and turning it into the rifle ammo, the packaged fuel, packaged turbo fuel, and explosives. So the two trains here are going to the factory over there that is making our ammunition and packaged fuel and stuff.
Welcome!
Thank you very much for the follow there, or the subscription they call it on YouTube. Thank you very much, I appreciate that. You've just finished another round of Christmas shopping. Well, the superstore I work in is absolutely bouncing this morning. 6 o'clock, we opened the doors at 5, 6 o'clock we were absolutely heaving. Every single till was open and we still had queues down the aisles. Yeah, what you do is, apart from the trains you set to go from one station to another station. That's easy enough. On the things like the tractors, you have a couple of vehicles in the game. You have tractors, you have the carts like this. You even have a funny little factory cart, which is fun to ride, but not very practical for transporting goods. You have a menu option where you can start recording, and what you can do, you hit that start recording, you then drive your vehicle where you want it to go, but you also have to do the route back, so it's a complete circle sort of route. You can then save that route and then enable autopilot, and until you tell it to stop, that vehicle will always go from whatever route you want. It doesn't have to go A to B and back to A again. You can go A, B, C, D, and then back to A. But as long as it the route you do starts and stops at the same thing. those arrows show those routes. Now you can hide the routes. You can hide those arrows if you want to. I just haven't at the moment. So what these, like that tractor you've got there is doing, that mine up there is putting the goods underneath the road into that container, and this tractor's picking it up from there, taking it to the concrete factory, dropping it off, and then coming back for another load. I could have belted it all the way down there. I could have put a station here and took it down via train. I just wanted to use these tractors just for the fun of it. Some of the things you will see me using in the stream, some of the bits for the decorating and things aren't full vanilla. They are a mod. These traffic lights are not vanilla. They're a mod I've put on the game just to use them as decorating. One or two of the recipes I'll use, you are a mod because the recipes themselves are vanilla in the game, but I've got a mod so that it forces me to use more so the factory's bigger. Yes, the cart can crash. And it is quite funny when they do. Now we're skating around the edge of the rocky desert. I'll take you on a fly through some of the biomes in a minute if you want. Or in fact, no, I'll probably run through them. You can see how big the map is by how long it takes me to get through them. I'll introduce you to some of the animals that are in the game. This big factory... Give me a sec. Sorry. This big factory that's coming up on the left-hand side in the mist there. We've taken some oil. This is what we're coming up to what they call a Gold Coast. We've taken some oil. And what we're doing is we're turning that oil into fuel. We're then mixing that fuel with compacted coal to turn it into turbo fuel. And we're feeding that turbo fuel into these power generators to give us our electricity in the game. But part of that as well is we've got a section that we're then taking the oil and turning it into rubber, and another section that turns it into plastic, and that rubber and plastic is what we need for doing some other things as well. Yes, and you have to sometimes, otherwise they will kill you. So we've got oil coming in here. We'll use this one as an example. This oil comes in here. These refineries turn the oil into fuel and polymer resin. Now we don't need that polymer resin, so I'm just sinking it at the moment. It can be used for some things, but I'm just putting it into one of those machines that chews it all up. That fuel, if we follow the pipe, goes into these refineries here. But these refineries also mix it with compacted coal, which comes in down there. And these refineries turn it into turbo fuel. So if we follow this pipe, that turbo fuel comes down here. Around... I haven't finished painting that pipe. And into these generators. And these generators basically just suck the fuel up, turbo fuel up, and turn it into power. But I've built this on the large side. And to be fair, I could build this 10 floors up. I've got the recipe I'm using That's what I was saying about one of the recipes. All it is the fuel to turbo fuel recipes and that are vanilla. I've just got a mod that lets me take that recipe and create it in bigger numbers. But to create the compacted coal here, we have a train station that is bringing in coal and sulfur. And these machines are taking the coal and sulfur to make compacted coal and feed it out to those refineries. That's the station for the coal and the sulfur. But we also have oil pipes coming down here to these machines. These make plastic. These machines make rubber. And they all come out to these train stations. And these stations are set up for when I need this for other things. And that station there and that little station there, when I put the train in motion, we'll take rubber and plastic and send it back to our central storage over there. Yes. You have to put things manually. I mean, for example, if I wanted to put one of these down, I can put it manually like that, or I can go into zoop mode, which lets me do it like this. And to go into zoop mode, it's just a matter of pressing R. But you also have blueprint machines. That's the size of the one that comes with the game. I'm missing some steel beams there. Or you can get some blueprint machines modded, which go bigger. Can I make some steel? I mean, most people will be happy with the smaller one when they first start. Steel beams. The smaller blueprint machine will do most people when they first start the game. But once you've played the game for a while, you will be looking to go to the bigger ones once you've done a normal playthrough. But the game is, I mean, so many people build different styles and things. It just depends on what you want to do. I mean, I've put this in. I'm going to be a sort of control room where I can turn each different section off in this build, which was very, very handy when I was starting this up. If I'd have turned all this on in one go, it would have overrun my power network. And it still did when I turned it on section by section. Because when you first start the game, you start off with biomass burners for your electricity. And then you will want to go from biomass burners to coal power as quickly as you can. Once you're running off coal power, your next stage after that is like the fuel generators and things. And then when you get into the later game, your next stage is the nuclear power. Now, nuclear power, even people I've never truly got to nuclear. But even people who have... Oh, I forgot that was there. Even people who've been playing the game for a long time struggle with nuclear, because with the nuclear power you have to deal with everything you need to make the nuclear rods to go into your reactors, but you also have to deal with the waste from those reactors, and that's whether you recycle the waste and you put it back into something else to go back into the reactors, or whether you process the waste to a certain extent that you can put it into those machines that just chomp it up. And some people, no matter how long they've been playing, do still struggle with that sort of process. Right, this is the desert. This is one of your other starting locations. It is quite a beautiful but desolate area. Right at this moment in time, some people class the end game as being able to do nuclear and build it. But they are working on bringing out, I think it's this year, they're working out bringing out version 1.0, where they will have a proper big storyline in it. And I'm not sure about ending yet, but they will have a proper storyline in it and everything else. But right at this moment in time, this is still classed as early access. I don't know if you can read it. There is an early access code on the top left of the screen. Oh, we're going into nighttime. You're about to see the desert in the night. Ah, no. Oh, yeah. Wow, that took me right the way down to near death. Let me just eat some of these. Okay. Right, make sure this is loaded. Seeing as we're running through the desert. I just jumped off there just to show you the desert. The reason you can see all this going through the desert and down there as well is they join up this end and then go through the swamp. Because what we have, this is one of the maps. Our rail network that we've put down at the moment runs from here all the way around the outside. Through the desert, which we are here. Goes down through the desert here. Through the desert there. Joins up here. Goes down through the swamp area. And out around the outside. This is all the grasslands. And back to base. I am thinking of possibly taking it down this canyon. I'm not too sure yet. Health, yes. Stamina, no. At the moment, there is nothing in the game for, like, eating and stuff like that. Not everyone builds as big as Pro Level Unlocked and got 3 nuke power stations while staying on the west coast. Yeah. I do have a tendency to build big. No food and water in the game at the moment. And as far as I know, there's no plans for it, but they could change their minds at some point. There's one of the locals. Oi, there's another local. There is a stage in the game at the beginning where you have to collect what these guys drop when you kill them, because you will need those in the early game, part of your research. I don't have nukes at the moment, no. That power station I showed you earlier is what everything is running off at the moment. These are the nuts I was eating to get my health back. You can collect them from many a place. If you did start in the desert, most people will try and build around this sort of area because there's some water there you can use as part of your builds. The last update brought some locals in that even are most seasoned players. I mean, I don't class myself as an expert player by any means, but you will find, like up here, you can actually go up there. There is a pathway here where you can go all the way up and get yourself to the top of that. There's actually some water up there that some people use. In one playthrough, I did actually have some water pumps at the top there, pumping the water down and into some things here. But the last update brought in some nuclear hogs, and they are absolutely horrendous to deal with at the moment. So you can build everything in one area instead of scattering it. Yes. Yes. I mean, I build big because I like the challenge. But at the same time, it also, you know, a lot of people like watching me build big, the challenges that go with it and everything else. But yeah, I like the challenge. But because of the size of the map, you can quite easily go from something like this, run across here, up this way, and find yourself in a completely different biome. Yeah, of course you can. These are harmless creatures. You can have a bit of fun with them and bounce on the back of them if you want to. Nice little bean there. Alright, let's get back to where we... we haven't built the train tracks on here yet. Where's our nearest train track? There, isn't it? So I'm just going to go back to where we started from. Well, so I need to... quickest way to get back there would be to hop a train. Here we go. I need to blow that up. Have I got enough on me to make a tube? You choose. There's a... yes, I have. Right, if I go in there, choose this timetable. Ammo, 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 compacted coal in. Let's go there. Oh, hello. The kiddies come to say hello. Yeah, flying can be fast. Flying can be fast. But I promised Sheldon a while back that I would only fly in the game when I'm building. I have bent it sometimes and flown across the map to different locations, yes. But I promised him I'd only fly in the game when I'm building. Now, little kitty's just settled himself on top of the computer case, so I hope he doesn't turn it off. Now, the reason we've got all these signals and things like that on the train tracks is because about 2, maybe 3 updates ago, they brought in a collision thing with the trains, so the trains can actually collide. Yeah, you like to see me getting bashed by the creatures, and just like some of the clips recently of my driving skills in the game. Luckily, in real life, I drive better than that. But my driving skills in the game came off the edge of the road and things. I mean, some of the creatures are absolutely terrible. I mean, the spiders in this game are so ferocious and vicious that people who have arachnophobia didn't like them, so they brought out a option in a while back where you could turn the spiders into a version of some like cats. But even those cats with the spider legs were so scary for some people. In the last update they just did, the massive update they did recently, they brought in an option to turn off spiders altogether. You can have the creatures set as normal and turn off the spiders altogether. You can have the creatures set that they only attack you if you attack them first. And you can also have it set where even if you attack them, they don't fight back. I've left it as normal. Ah, Christina's back on Twitch. Hello, Christina. How are you? You are, but they are working. What are they doing? They're just for people who are new into the stream and things. I'm multi-streaming Twitch and YouTube, so if you hear me talking to people that you can't see, that's because I'm talking to someone on the other platform there. I did have, until the 1st of December, it's set up that Twitch and YouTube chat merged, and you could both see each other's chats. But unfortunately, Twitch started blocking that on the 1st of December, so no streamer can do that now. Sheldon saying, no spiders scare me. You have to fly using hoversuit jetpack to stand any chance against the big ones. Yeah, and even those jumpers, those jumping spiders. Especially if you get stuck in a cave and you got them jumping spiders around. Yeah, just in case anyone's noticed, some of the rail tracks do have a little wiggle in now and then. That was not intentional, but I've left it in because it just reminds me of the train tracks here in the UK, so... Hang on a sec, Beth's just telling me something. Give me a sec, folks. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. Right, it's to get that straight. Right, this is... Put the gun away, we don't need it. This is the factory you was working on when you first came in, Bullet Gods, that you've asked to have a little look at. So basically what we have some trucks here bringing some resources in. We have oil coming in from these oil miners here, oil drills. There's a truck bringing in some resources. At the top of the waterfall, just there, we've got a belt coming down with some resources that the truck is collecting and bringing in as well. So we basically have coal coming in here. Copper coming in there. Iron coming in there. And here, black powder, compacted coal. And they're coming in via train. So what we've done is they all come in. And come up to this floor here. Now this floor is set up to as basically a routing floor. So all the pipes and the belts can go to where they need to go. And then they get fed up to this floor. Now what I've done on this floor, I mean, you don't have to build like this. What I have a tendency to do is I build the floors out with the machines on and then build the building around it. Some people will build the building and then sort the machines out afterwards. I find it easier to do the other way. Now, building at this height, I find really, really awkward. I don't know if it's just me or if it's because of my eyes and things. But so what I do is I find it easier to build by looking down like this. So that's why I have flying on. But what we have here is we have the copper ore comes up, gets turned into ingots in here, and then goes into these machines, and these machines are making copper sheets. Like there you get fed back down to the floor below. Iron's coming in and getting mixed with coal to make steel. To make steel pipes. These machines are taking crude oil to make plastic and heavy oil residue. But it is the heavy oil residue from these machines we need, and it's the fuel from these machines we need. So the plastic and that is just getting chomped up in this machine here. And basically I built this just as an experiment, so we can see the heavy oil residue and the fuel going up. You can see the other resources going up. There's a little bit of plastic going up, and I'll show you why in a moment, that we need that little bit of plastic and the rest is getting eaten. There's our copper sheets going up. Need to finish that off. So all this goes up into another routing floor. And then that goes up into these machines here. Now what we have here, this is mixing the black powder and the heavy oil residue to make smokeless powder. That smokeless powder gets mixed with the copper sheets we were making downstairs to make rifle ammo. That rifle ammo is going down to a tractor station to go to the central storage. These machines are taking black powder, which is coming in from the station, from the other factory over there. The steel pipes which we made downstairs to make nobelisks. Those nobelisks are basically explosive dynamite. I'll show you that later in a minute. They're quite handy for blowing up rocks, and they're quite handy for dealing with some of the bigger creatures and things. Some of the plastic from downstairs is getting turned into empty canisters here by this machine. Because what we're doing here, these empty canisters are getting made at 120 per minute. This group of machines here and that group of machines there need 60 per minute. So underneath the floor, I take this out. Those canisters are coming down and getting split here. So 60 go that way, 60 go that way. And then they go into the machines that need them. Now where did I take that floor out? There. What this machine's doing, it's taking the fuel we're making downstairs, the compacted coal, and turning it into turbo fuel. That turbo fuel goes into these machines, which are packages. Basically, turbo fuel empty canisters make packaged turbo fuel. And here, fuel from downstairs with empty canisters makes packaged fuel. Now, what we're doing here, we've set these machines up at the far end for when we have aluminium. So these are just a duplicate of some of these machines. So these are making rifle ammo. This is making empty canisters so we can package up turbo fuel like you saw there before. And they're getting routed into these machines. These machines aren't running yet because we need aluminium casings. We don't have aluminium casings yet. But once we have aluminium casings, we can send them in to make turbo rifle ammo, which is just like the normal rifle ammo, but better. So all I was doing when you came in before was I was just decorating this building. putting some lights in. Doing the colours of the floors, putting windows down, trying to figure out what to do with the horrible flat roof. You know, just a few things like that. But all this gets rooted downstairs. Any overflow gets chomped up by these machines. And the routing comes down into here, which go down into these different stations for our tractors to pick them up. And they then take them out down this roadway, across the water to where we're having our central storage. Because what I will eventually do here, we will eventually have another floor, routing of belts and things from the various train stations and these tractors, and then a floor above that with containers on, to store a lot of the things that we make in the game, so that we can come back here. Because even just like to build, we need concrete and iron plates there just to build foundations. We need resources to make other things, to send them up in our space elevator there. But there's quite a bit you need to do. Here we're just trying to come up with an idea for the outside wall of our central storage. But at the moment it looks quite sort of prison-like with that, so I'm not too sure if we'll be keeping this design. But at the moment, I was just doing a lazy stream today to try and come up with some decorating, because I've been awake since 3:30 AM. It's now 4:15 PM, because I was in work for 5 AM this morning. So I hope that helped you out, Bullet Gods, and not bored you stiff. I hope that's been okay for you. If I do hologram, move it that way. Why is that not lining up there? Right, let's do this here. You go in there, and then drop it down there like that. Is that lined up like that? How close to that window is that one? Right underneath it. Right. Yeah, I'm not too sure what to do with up here. Hang on. Oh, more deco there. I'm gonna say we haven't got so many others. This is a mod as well. Yeah, I'm not too sure, not too sure. The pity there's not half ramps. I wonder, can we do it like this? Now, if we line it up with that there. If I put a hologram down, no, not there, not there. If I pull a hologram down there, then move it in there. Problem is, these walls only go up that high. Do we really need to do something with the roof, or am I just going over the top now? Tell you what we could try and do. Why is it side on? U and now, lettering in this is all good, but I'm sure I did have somewhere something I saw someone else using. So give me 1 second. Oh, have I lost it? No. That's Imperium stuff. You know what? I actually thought I had it there. Let's see if I can find it again. Well,
I will take you with me now. Can you deal with the exposure? I can show you who I am and what I've done. I'll be making songs about all I've left behind, and people who won't listen don't matter much to me now. Can you feel this time? Away over the ocean, away into the horizon. They won't take what I am away. Feel my devotion. I'll take the stream. I'm not okay.
okay. There we go. Found them. Right, where are those letters? There we go. So if I click on that one. I should be able to go here, there, and maybe go layout. Like that. Text, paste that in. Oh! Little man's back again. He doesn't meow, he just sits here staring at you for a stroke. I don't know if that's going to be big enough, do you? What's the next size up from that? More billboard. That's going to be way too small. Let's try the next one. Configuration. Right, we need you. Layout. What's the matter, Arnie? Do that one. You get copied into there. That one. I don't know if these are going to be big enough, to be honest with you. In fact, I didn't want that one, do we? That's gone to lowercase. It'd have been better with this one. If he would settle down beside me, I'd put a cat cam on, but he won't settle down. Yes, I. Yeah. We need I. Oh. Ammunition. Have I done it? Have I spelled ammunition wrong? Is it 2 M's or 1? Yeah, it's 2 N's. Just looks wrong there. Right, is there an and symbol? There. E-A-C-K A-G-E-D space F U C L. Okay. C. It's funny how you will write down anything, but as soon as it comes to spelling it, you start thinking, am I doing it right? Because you never normally have to think, do you, about it? You just spell it automatically. Especially when you're thinking if you messed it up completely, someone's going to clip it. Ah. My god, they just disappear, don't they? All capital letters makes things harder to read. It's a lot easier to read if lowercase, yeah. Well, they're too small anyway, aren't they? That's that one. Let's try this. Oh, well, can we increase the font size? Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, you can read that from there. I'm still not 100% convinced on the design. Oh, look at that. Stuck up there. We can always tweak. We can always tweak. It's better looking than anything you've got. I think Wednesday coming is when we'll be back with this. Monday stream will probably just be quick chat and then maybe into just the rerunning the scenes and music in the background for people to hop in and out the chat and that, keep each other company. I am very, very, very frustrated that we can't merge chats together for Twitch and YouTube to talk to each other. That is frustrating me a lot, because that was something I really, really, really wanted to do with Christmas and that for people. But unfortunately, it is not something that is possible because of Twitch. And their policies and everything. Right, can I do that? Because then that'll take a picture showing the insides as well, won't it? So yeah, this Monday will be that. Then Wednesday we'll be back with this. I have a feeling on Wednesday we're gonna have to look into maybe doing an iron factory. Because we'll need to get iron up and running, and then we'll need to get steel, and we'll need to get aluminium at some point and thing. So we're gonna have to start working our way through some of those factories. So we probably be building iron out there somewhere. At some point, I'll build the dam, which is something we need to do as well. So that's gonna be it, folks. That's gonna be it. Thank you to everyone who's been in, chatting, lurking. I really, really do appreciate that. Bullet Gods, thank you so much for the subscription over on YouTube there. I really appreciate that as well. So if you're watching on YouTube and you haven't done so already, please consider clicking the subscribe button down below and give it a thumbs up. It helps build the community. It helps get us out there, and YouTube recommend it to others to see if they like it and things. So that would really, really be helpful. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, please consider clicking the follow button down below as well. That does help over there on that community. So this Monday, as I said, it will probably just be me having a quick chat or something, and then it'll just be me running the Christmas scenes and music and that, and just leaving that running. I will be hopping in and out the chat if I can, but Christmas Day I'm obviously I'm cooking and things. Well, Helen's got a couple of calls during the day with her home help that she does. So I'll be hopping in and out the chat, but I'm just going to leave it running just for those that maybe don't celebrate Christmas, or people who aren't having Christmas with family and things, and they just want someone to chat to and things. Hopefully, you know, you can be there for each other if possible. I understand, obviously, people will be having time with their family, having time with friends and things. Some people will be doing that, but there will be people out there that aren't doing that. So just try and obviously be there for each other. That's the type of community that I try and run here. And then this Wednesday, I will be back at the usual 10 a.m. starts. So take care of yourselves, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope you have a lovely Christmas Eve. And if I don't see you on Christmas Day, all the best. And take care of yourselves and your family. Thank you. Take care and bye-bye.